Hello class 9 students, we are starting chapter 13, Introduction to Internet. The main topics is what is Internet, basic network type and IP address. So let's see the first topic, what is Internet. All of you are using Internet, and without Internet we cannot survive at this age. Internet is a worldwide network of computer networks that connects university, government, commercial and other computers in over 150 countries. With the Internet, it's possible to access almost any information, communicate with anyone else in the world, and to do much more. You can do all of these by connecting a computer to the Internet, which is also called going online. So with the internet connection, you can have almost all the information on your fingertips, but you should know how to get it. Next one is you can send email, chat with colleagues around the world and obtain information on a wide variety of subjects. Network types, as per the textbook, you can see different computer networks are categorized according to their scope, and they are LAN, MAN and WAN. It is called a LAN, MAN and WAN. So first one is LAN, local area network. Whenever you come to the lab and the PC that you are using, actually that PC is connected to the server at the corner. So all of your PC which you are using, they are connected to the server, and this entire network is on that lab itself. So it is called local area network. So our lab is an example of LAN. Local area network connects computers and other devices over a relatively short distance. I told you it can be within a room or within a hall. An office building, a school, a lab or a home usually contains a single LAN. Generally, this kind of network is owned and managed by a single person or an organization. This network can be wired or wireless. Wired means it should have cables, and wireless means it should be without cable. If the network is wireless, then it is called WLAN, stands for Wireless Local Area Network. Here's an image you can see in the middle. The main server is holding all the information which is shared by the PCs connected. You can see the laptop, PC or any other device is connected to the local area network. Next we have MAN. This kind of network, this stands for Metropolitan Area Network. This network spans more than LAN but less than WAN. Typically owned and operated by a single entity such as a government body or large corporations. You can see on the image the LAN 1, that is hospital LAN, LAN 2 college LAN, factory and school are connected together. So they are spanning over a city, so it is called Metropolitan Area Network. Next category we have the Internet is an example of this. WAN stands for Wide Area Network. It spans a large physical distance, and Internet is one of the examples of this WAN. Internet is an example. There can be many networks which are spanning around the countries. They are also be called Wide Area Network. Most ones like Internet are not owned by any one organization, but rather exist under collective or distributed ownership and management. Means no one is the owner of this kind of network. It is the distributed ownership. This example, you can see the Paris network, New York and London are connected together. So this kind of communication, the network is called Wide Area Network. It's spanning around the globe. It's spanning over many countries. Other network apart from LAN, MAN and WAN, we have SAN, stands for Storage Area Network. So in your textbook only the full form is given. We can have I can describe many things regarding this, but in your syllabus only the full form is given, so better we learn the full form only. You can see system server or small also can be the full form, but this kind of full form will not be an exam because it has many meaning of it. You can see S stands for storage, system server and small, so better you just understand SN means storage area network. Same goes with the campus area network. C also stands for controller and cluster. This you learn PAN, personal area network, desk area network. LAN and MAN were the original categories of area networks, while others have gradually emerged over many years of technology evolutions. IP address, one of the most important topic when we study about internet and network. There is a unique address for every computer in a network. Like all your family members have their mobile numbers, and it is unique. No two people have the same mobile number. Same way, no two computers participating in a network won't have the same IP address. So each computer will have a unique address, whether it can be a computer, printer, scanner, or any other device. It must have a unique IP address. This address is called IP address. IP stands for Internet Protocol. It's a protocol. Computers communicate with the help of IP addresses. It is like roll number of a student in a school. If one computer knows IP address of another computer, that computer can talk and share resources. So typical IP address looks like having three periodical dots you can see, and the first one ranges 0 to 255. Each number in the set can range from 0 to 255, and here there are two systems of IP address. The older one is IPv4, that is Internet Protocol version 4, and currently the internet system used is IP address system used is IPv6. So in IPv4, if we talk about, you can see the decimal number is converted into equivalent binary, and here 8 bits are there. Say 192, this is the binary version of 192, and you can count the total number of 8 bits. So 8 comes 4 times, 8 4s are 32 bits. So whenever you search any website, that website IP address or the computer IP address is having 32 bits. Okay, 32 bits means there are 8 bits 4 times. You can see in standard 9 we learned how to convert decimal to binary. 1 decimal binary equivalents to 1, but here 70 is added, so that the total number of bits must be 8. In the case of 5, the decimal number 5 equivalent binary is 101, but here you can see the 3 digits are there, 3 bits. Remaining 5 are added 0, making 5 decimal into this equivalent binary. So this way IP address is converted into binary this form, because computer understands only binary language, 0 and 1. The two kinds of IP addresses are IPv4 and IPv6. IPv4, as we have talked, 32 bits to create a single unique addresses on the network. IPv6 on the other end uses 128 bits to create a single unique address on the network. IPv6 is expressed by 8 groups of hexadecimal base 16s. Hexadecimal is a number system which consists of 0 to 9n, A to F. This system is used in the latest Internet Protocol version 6, because we have the many participants coming in the internet, many PCs, many servers are coming, so we need to expand the IP addresses scheme. These are separated by colon. IPv4 is expressed by 4 numbers by dots, but IPv6 is separated by colons. Now students, this image you can see, if your PC is connected to the internet or any other network, then under the network connection you can see IPv4 address. As I told, it's a decimal system 1010-1649. So this is the IP address of your computer. It's unique. Downside you can see IPv6 address having colon sign, and as I told, it's an hexadecimal number system. You can see FE80, that is the letter should be A to F and the number should be 0 to 9. I hope you have understood this first part of introduction to internet. Hello class.